Nigeria's major opposition party, the People's Democratic Party, is assuring its members that former President Goodluck Jonathan is not defecting and that he remains committed to rebuilding it ahead of 2023. A reconciliation committee chaired by former Senate President Bukola Saraki disclosed this in Abuja. Arise political editor Samna Sambo reports.
Top leaders of the opposition People's Democratic Party, PDP, are at this meeting with former President Goodluck Jonathan, who was a one-term president and presidential candidate of the party in 2015, following talks that he's being wooed by the ruling All Progressives Congress, APC. Led by former Senate President Bukola Saraki, the National Reconciliation Committee of the PDP immediately went into a closed-door meeting after being received by Jonathan at his Abuja residence. After emerging from the meeting, Saraki explains that the PDP Reconciliation Committee extracted commitments from Jonathan that he will devote his experience, time and resources to help rebuild the party.
We assured all of us his strong commitment to the PDP and he's still ready to offer his time, his experience, his resources in strengthening the party. And that was very strong and important for us because, as you know, there's a lot of funny stories going around, but we left there very, very happy with his level. Not only that, also ready to see how we work with the Reconciliation Committee to play his own role.
On whether the meeting deliberated on the possibility of Jonathan contesting the 2023 presidential election under the PDP's ticket, Saraki parried the question.
Were there also discussions about his interest for 2023? Whether he would like to run for presidency?
We're here to talk about the party. We're talking about what role we can all play in reconciliation of different parts of the party, what role people like former president like himself can play. And he left us feeling very happy that, yes, he wants to play that role in PDP and in uniting the party.
The reconciliation team also met with the PDP Senate caucus, where it interacted with the party's 7 senators. The National Reconciliation Committee of the PDP was inaugurated few months after the party lost the 2019 presidential election to the APC. It has a dual mandate of reconciling aggrieved members who left the party's fold for one reason or the other, as well as wooing new members into the party ahead of the next general election cycle. Samna Sambo, Arise News.
Well, National Publicity Secretary of the People's Democratic Party, Kola Ologbodiyan, joins us now to talk about the outcome of that meeting. Before we get to that, first of all, welcome. Good to see you again.
Thank you very
on
much.
News
I'm happy New Year to you.
Yes, indeed. It's February. It looks like former President Goodluck Jonathan, would it be fair to say he seems to be the beautiful bride now from recent visits from the opposition APC, and now the PDP has found it necessary to visit with the former president. Why has this visit become necessary, and is he a beautiful bride?
Well, this is not the first time that the People's Democratic Party leaders are visiting President Goodluck Jonathan. When the National Working Committee came into office, we visited President Goodluck Jonathan. And other leaders have had reasons from the People's Democratic Party to visit President Goodluck Jonathan, either in Abuja or in Yenagoa. What's important is that for us, President Goodluck Jonathan is an integral part of our party. He's a national leader, and we accord him his due respect. But you know the other people, the All Progressives Congress, they're the one going about mouthing the notion that President Goodluck Jonathan is coming into their party. And we are not in any way surprised, because given their failure in governance and the fact that they embarked on the revalidation and registration exercise in which Nigerians are not participating, it is expected they are looking for big names that they can declare as joining their party. But unfortunate for them, they have not been able to catch President Goodluck Jonathan.
How sure are you that they've not been able to catch him, considering the fact that there are Chinese whispers or murmurs everywhere that there are indications that there will be a collapse of PDP And that might lead to a situation where there's going to be a new convergence of minds like they did before, and then that new party could now become a platform for him.
We are not unaware of the plot by the disintegrated and fizzling APC to find a way of creating divisions within our own party, the PDP, with a hope and a thinking, no matter how mundane it is, that there will be a new party. For us in the People's Democratic Party, our party is not going to be divided in any format. And we are assuring the APC that President Goodluck Jonathan is not in any way ready to leave his party for their All Progressives Congress. So what we are seeing, what is perceptible in the political firmament currently, is a mind game in which they are laying claim to people coming to join them. They started by saying that, 10 governors of the PDP will leave and come and join them. Weeks after, months after, they have not even gotten 2, talk less of 10. Now they move from there to claim that even people who left PDP after the 2019 election and teamed up with them, or those who left before the 2019 election and teamed up with them, even from other parties, they are creating a semblance of the left People's Democratic Party. But it's all a mind game.
People are linking Fani Kayode's visit with the leadership of the APC as a precursor. They're saying, okay, we're beginning to put 2 and 2 together. And now with that visit to, of course, previously to Goodluck Jonathan, people are saying seriously that it looks like the APC will indeed get GJ on their side. You say you're not surprised, but are you concerned of that possibility at all? And you haven't even said anything about Fani Kayode's visit.
Talking about concern. The People's Democratic Party does not work by innuendos. We do not work by speculations. We work with realities. And as such, we cannot be panicked in any way over mere talks.
Okay, we understand that.
People are leaving party when they have not left.
But the PDP has not said anything about Fani Kayode.
Having said that also,
yes,
you wouldn't know if PDP had sent representations to Fani Kayode.
Have you?
Definitely. PDP had sent representations to Fani Kayode. And in addition to that, there is no way that will allow APC to divide our party.
Okay, let me just quickly jump in here. There are 2 things I'm going to tie together. One is the fact that there is no clarity on whether former President Jonathan is still got ambition to serve his second term, which he missed out on. And then the biggest part of the issue is former Governor Gbenga Daniel is said to have joined the APC now. So he was the campaign manager for the former president. If he is going to be the precursor to the president now coming to APC, does that add up or it doesn't add up for you?
Well, for us in the People's Democratic Party, Otumba Gbenga Daniel wrote to the party immediately after the 2019 election and said he was retiring from politics. He notified the party to that effect, that he was leaving politics. Exactly about a year ago, March last year, Otumba Gbenga Daniel came out in the public space and said that his people said he cannot retire from politics and that he should lead them to the All Progressives Congress.
All right, we have 30 seconds. We have 30 seconds. So sorry.
About 2 years ago, incidents that happened 2 years ago.
Is the PDP considering a Goodluck Jonathan candidacy for 2023?
The People's Democratic Party has not reached a consensus on which zone will produce the presidential candidate in 2023. As such, until that position is reached, the National Publicity Secretary of the People's Democratic Party is not at liberty to speak on that.
Okay, Mr. Kola Ologbodiyan, the National Publicity Secretary of the PDP, thanks for joining us, and we're sure we'll still have another conversation with you soon. Yeah.